Hi everyone, I'm Eric.
And I'm Christopher.
And we're Grow For Me Gardening. Today is my mom's birthday, so we're putting together a 2x8 elevated bed from Gardeners for her.
Happy birthday.
So here we are in my parents' backyard. It is a beautiful day, a beautiful sunny day in late March. It's my mom's birthday, and so we thought we would put together a 2x8 elevated bed from Gardener Supply for her. She currently has these two elevated beds that she purchased at Costco, and they are self-watering. She hasn't been happy with them and their performance. They're not quite deep enough. She doesn't care for this self-watering feature on them. So we are going to relocate them and replace these two 2x4s with one 2x8. And we're going to add a trellis. The trellis hasn't arrived yet, but when it does arrive, we'll give you a little update on it. But these are going to get moved out of the way to the side yard. And the new 2x8 elevated bed is going to go right here. So you'll see this elevated bed will come in two boxes. So this is the longer box for the planks that are 8 feet long. And then this right here is going to probably be the side pieces and the little slats that go across the bottom and the legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's my mom. Not yet. Thank you. Where's your garbage can? Okay.
Those are the sides.
So these are the sides. This is...
Oh, I remember. That's one of the slat pieces. And those are all laid on top of the sides.
Oh, yeah. And these are the legs.
4 legs.
Crossbars. Other side. That is the fabric that goes at the bottom.
Yep. So we'll take everything out and lay it out nice so it's easy to access. All right. So we've got everything laid out now. You always want to make sure you have all of your pieces before you get into a project like this. So we know we have our 4 8-inch by 8-foot boards. There are 4 corners. There are 2 platform supports, 4 flat stock. We have our 2-foot end panels. There are 3 cross supports. And then in here are the 4 corner caps and 66 screws. Here are our floor planks. And right by Eric's foot is the fabric liner. Tools, very important. We need the screw gun with the number 2 Phillips bit. We also have our Phillips head screwdriver, rubber mallet. Ours is pretty chewed up. What did we use this for?
I don't know.
And then a tape measure. So this is
and kneeling pads for delicate knees, like mine.
Yeah. And this is definitely something you want to have 2 people for, just because the boards are so long. I bet you could almost do the 2-foot by 2-foot bed on your own, but I wouldn't. I would, phone a friend.
Yeah, garden with a friend.
Garden with a friend. All right, so we're gonna dive in.
So this is my mother. It's her birthday, and we are putting this together for her. Christopher's in the background. She's gonna take over and hold the camera while we work. So we have 4 hands on deck.
So here we are back in the garage. We've got all of our pieces laid out. We know what we're doing, and we have a camera person.
Yep, my mom is the camera person. So hi, Mom.
Hi, guys.
You're doing great.
So there are 7 steps to the directions on the 2x8 elevated beds. The easiest step so far, of course, number 1 being you have to line 2 of your 8-foot boards close together.
And you have to take into consideration the rough side versus the smooth side. The rough side is going to be on the inside of the bed. The smooth side is on the outside. And these right here are unstained, untreated cedar. But I believe my mom is staining them after we put it together.
All right, so we've got these 2 pressed together and they line up nicely. So we move on to step 2. We're going to slide a corner onto the end of the boards, positioning as so in figure 1. So that means we're going to lift these boards, which is probably the hardest part.
Slide.
You slide. Oh, there we go. Get these all pressed in.
Oh, I think that's what this is for.
Well, it doesn't work unless someone's over here.
Oh, that's true.
There we go.
Okay.
So you'll notice that there are 5 holes on this corner piece. The directions say that we are going to be only using 4 of the holes. So first we have to get this. You need to go on the other side.
Okay.
There's
See, 2
slipping
people.
out. All right, so he's just gonna hold these in place for me while I get these nestled in well. And also, they suggest leaving about 1/8 of an inch of the board above your corner piece. And at first, I remember when we put ours at home together, I couldn't remember why, but it was so that the cap, Eric, would be flush with the wood.
Oh, yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that? Then the cap didn't stick out too far?
Do you need to tap that back on?
I do. This is all moved.
Okay.
A little further up than I need it.
And then should we do the other one down here too?
I guess we can.
And then I'll kind of hold them in place better, I think.
That's a good idea. Let me hand you this corner piece.
This kneeler you have is very handy, Mom.
You guys gave it to me.
And you can it helps you get up too. So these pieces are going to slide in here, I think. There we go. Okay.
So make sure that's 1/8 of an inch above.
This is where we need the mallet. I was wondering why we needed it.
So before you mallet, I'm going to go on the other side and hold. No, wait. I'm not there. You just knocked the boards out. We're in. Are you 1/8 of an inch above?
Is that 1/8 of an inch?
No. Go a little further in.
There we go.
And then reach your finger in here, make sure it's nice and pressed together.
Yeah.
How's that? All right, cool.
Are yours as close together as they go?
Now we're both ready to go. We have our 8-foot boards lined up perfectly in the corner pieces. There's 1/8 inch of lip at the top, and we know that there are 5 holes. So we pop out some of our screws here, and we're only going to need 4 of them. We are going to be putting a screw in 1, 2, 3, skip 1, and then at the bottom. On that setting. Should have tightened that before. So put this in here.
And then you're going to do it over here.
This is nice and tight.
Yep.
Squeak.
Yeah, let's lift this up and put it out of the way.
Lift this up. We'll put this out of the way, and then we're going to repeat the exact same process.
You can already see it coming together.
Looks beautiful.
Isn't that good?
let's put this first one in. I think this is, yeah. And then you put that in there. There we go.
One. So we're in the very bottom one. Gonna skip on this one for now.
Perfect. We
Okay.
got both the long sides done.
Both long sides are done. Eric, what's the next thing on the directions?
Oh man, pressure's on. So the next part says that we take the support,
Platform support.
the side with 4
1,
holes,
2, 3, 4.
faces against the board,
Wonderful.
and we lay it over that hole that we had left empty.
Oh, that second hole. Okay, perfect. So we're in place, and then it's just one screw.
And then those slide under? The flat pieces slide under?
Yes, the flat pieces I remember.
All right, I just want to make sure we didn't miss a step. You know, you want to double check. All right, here's a screw for you. And a screw for me. And it goes this way.
This goes right into that second hole that we did not put a thing through yet.
All right, so we are on step 6. We're going to take these flat stocks,
Which
And
are
we-
these little flat guys that are going to keep us from bowing out and having the wood separate.
and they slide underneath the platform support. And the 3 more spaced out holes go on the top.
Yep.
And then the second from bottom hole lines up with the support. I don't know if you want to get in there, Mom, and show. So see how that, there's a hole right there for him?
Yep. It's the same spacing that there was on the corner. These 2, and then we'll repeat a couple more times. So now we're at the part where we're going to be attaching the side panels to, well, I guess these are the side panels, right? And this is sort of the main long panels. What do you call them?
Yeah, the end panel.
The end panel. So this you slip on into the corner, and you make sure that your support panel, which is attached to this 2-foot, goes underneath your platform support. So this right here will stay underneath. Where'd that mallet go? There it is.
So that was getting.
So line that up. Uh-oh. This is underneath that screw.
Oh yeah, we gotta make sure that's above the screw.
It's
there
above.
we go.
There we go. Nice and tight. Perfect, perfect. Tap that down if it can go. Great. Then you just put a single screw through these 2 pieces at the corner.
Getting that screw started is probably the hardest part.
It really is.
But this is the reality of putting, you know, stuff together. If it's not your daily job, it can be tricky.
So once that piece is screwed on, we just move on to the other side. Eric with the trusty mallet.
Oh, I'm here.
Let's get that lined up here. Wonderful. Tap, tap, tap.
It's a little high.
Tap, 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 tap.
There we go.
Take our screw. And do. So funny. Why is it hard to start and then it gets so easy? I really should have brought my little ratchet screwdriver. And
Perfect.
perfect.
And then, do we screw in those corners now? Is that
No.
what's next on the list?
It wasn't next on the list, but I think
Well, what's next on the
where
list?
is the list? All right, place the remaining secure with the screws. Once all panels are attached, stand your planter up and tap in the other corner. So we can do these corners now, yes. And then we put the other piece on and repeat.
Okay, so we screw these in next?
Yep. And of course, we'll make sure the side panel is also screwed in. Okay, we'll repeat on the other side.
So let me take this, and we're going to lift this up.
Where are we going to put it?
We're going to stand it up and lean it against this and line them up.
Oh,
Right?
that, okay, yes.
Yeah, perfect. Because then we have to slide this into here, right?
Yeah. And make sure that cross support is underneath the platform support.
Whoops.
Is it in?
Kind of.
I can't get mine in without the mallet. I need you to.
All right. Here's the mallet.
And we're in. Isn't that amazing? Even before the screws
Oh, wait,
are
you're
in.
supposed to go on the bottom.
No! And we back up.
Right? It's supposed to be...
Yes.
Yes.
Almost out. Almost out. Underneath. Good catch, because that would have been so annoying. All right, I'm in.
All right, we'll do yours first, and then we'll perfect this end.
Okay. Okay, that is locked tight there. That's as far down as it's going to go. I mean, obviously, it's wood, so there's a little bit of discrepancy sometimes, but that's totally normal.
Oh, it doesn't have the little lip above it?
It doesn't have as much of a lip, but if you look at the curve of the wood, I think it's actually just the way the wood is.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And this sits nice and snug here, and these pieces are both snug in, so we're good to go.
Alrighty. Well, we got to do the one connector bit there. Yes.
Oh, it's much easier to do from above.
I'm not sure how necessary this step is, but they seem to want us to do it.
So we'll do it. Do as we're told. All right. I'm still locked in here. This is perfect. That's nice and close, so I can go ahead and screw that. Three and four. Okay. Check. put your finger in the okay. That's as high as you're getting.
Yep, there we go.
Screwdriver.
I was going to hold it while you did that.
Oh.
Just to make sure it's all correct. Whoops.
Oh.
Why don't you just screw the side bits in and then we'll deal with that after.
Okay. I think he just likes the mallet.
I do. All right, user place the remaining units on a flat surface. Install the 3 cross supports 2 and under the platform supports as shown in figure 3, secure with screws from the top. Okay.
All right. How are they as shown?
They are shown to be going underneath and down so that they create a flat top.
Perfect. Should we use the screwdriver or should we use...
I think the Phillips head. I can hold this one here while you do that.
home stretch? I would say, even with the labor involved in putting it together, knowing that this is going to last for years and be such a successful growing place, makes this little bit of work totally worth it. What do you think, Pat?
I think it's going together great.
Is it bigger than you expected it to be?
Actually, it is. But it's fine. This is what I wanted.
What are you planning to plant in here?
I'm planting tomatoes, potatoes, possibly cucumbers. I'm waiting for my gardener's supply
Trellis?
trellis.
Oh, you're getting
The pivoting space saver, I think it's called.
Yes, I am.
That's
I'm
really...
looking forward to it.
I've used we only have the 4-foot space saver, but I've actually tied tomatoes to it. Instead of having to put a trellis around them, I just sort of tied the tomatoes toward the space saver.
Is that lined up? I can't tell.
A little bit.
There we go, right?
I'm
Got it.
tired of containers all over the place. This should work out fine for me.
It is an incredible, it's an incredible amount of planting space in one box. And it's deep enough that you can do things like potatoes. I bet you could do some kinds of carrots too.
Hopefully.
All right, so we have this all together, and what we have to do now is take these little bits of cedar. We're just going to line them up in the inside here. And this creates the base.
And it will allow water to drain through while holding up the soil.
And it's not a perfectly snug fit because as these absorb water over time, they'll expand a little bit, so you don't want it to be perfectly snug. They're just going to be kind of placed in here
Evenly-ish. How many more you got?
and you're just going to spread them out.
Yeah.
How's that look?
This is good. Where's that piece of fabric?
Yeah, so let's show them how this looks. So it's all spread out there, lined up. Oop, a little bit of lighting issue. And then we've got our landscape fabric here,
which is cut about the size. We'll space this out. And this just kind of acts the way that you would put like a coffee filter over a container hole. Just holds the dirt in. That's really its only purpose.
Yeah, and then we just spread that down in there before we put the soil in. What do you think, Mom?
I think you guys did a great job. I'm surprised you finished so fast. Yeah.
It's definitely a two-person job.
And so we're going to place this in your backyard before we fill it with soil.
Why?
So it'll make it so much heavier.
Wind.
That's why I wasn't too worried about the fabric being perfectly laid before we moved it. I'm holding on to it though, so if it blows. Oh, my dad's around back here.
Oh, there we are.
I don't know if these are...
These are... Whew, wow, that was... You did a really good job. These are perfect.
Yeah.
Perfectly level.
Well, I don't know if that's gonna...
No, it works.
Oh, actually, it's really level.
It's really level.
Our craftsmanship's impeccable. All right, so we're going to fill this with soil.
You guys did a great job.
Thank
I
you.
can't thank you enough.
You're welcome. Well, here we have it all put together. It is filled with soil. We fill the elevator beds with potting soil because of the weight. It takes about 13 cubic feet, so about 6.5 of the 2 cubic feet bags of potting soil. Did you see my dad go ahead and put these in the corners?
Yes, he did a very good job.
He did a great job. He also put little stones under the feet. We have feet that add on to the bottom of this for ours. That's a new accessory. But what do you think, Mom?
I'm so anxious to plant in this.
Well, what are you going to do? Lettuce in the cool season?
Possibly.
All right.
I'm just peas go in the cool season too. I'm going to start the peas and.
You could
Awesome.
put sweet
just
peas
really
in, and
excited.
you
Yeah.
could grow sweet peas up your trellis.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when I get my trellis. That's another thing I'm looking forward to. Now the trellis will hook right into here, right?
Yes, you can hook it on this side or that side, whichever side you want.
Or this will be.
I think if you put it on this side, it's going to be hard to get into the bed from over there. So you might want to put the trellis on this side because you're going to stand here, right?
Yes. Yes.
So when the trellis comes, we'll put it on this side.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Oh,
happy
this is
birthday.
fantastic. Thanks, guys.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us today. Again, I'm Eric.
And I'm his mom.
And I'm Christopher.
And we're Grow For Me Gardening.
Thanks for growing with us.
Yay! Great job, guys.
So we think we hear ducks in this kind of wetland area. Eric, get closer. We want to know. Don't fall in the water. Keep going. They got quiet, so.
Oh, they're frogs. Yes.
Is it a whole bunch of them?
Yeah. They all just jumped in.
Like a whole frog
Yeah.
festival? That was anticlimactic.